Well, a very good morning from Dundee. Thanks for clicking on to the early edition of Vogan's European Outlook. It's Sunday, it is the 12th of September, and what you're looking at here is on my Twitter feed. Hurricane Larry made landfall in Newfoundland yesterday morning, and it is the first hurricane landfall to hit this island in, of course, eastern Canada since Igor in 2010. So 11 years since we've seen a hurricane make landfall on Newfoundland, which is quite interesting. We've seen wind gusts in excess of 89 miles per hour in St. John's, in the capital, and we also seen a gust of 113 miles per hour on Cape St. Mary's. A very impressive hit actually in Newfoundland, and that system is going to be having influence now, and is having influence on our jet stream, and I'll talk about that in just a wee second. But chilly conditions across northeastern Siberia. You would expect it to start getting colder now, of course, but we've had several daily records broken. For the early portion of September in Oymyakon, which of course is the pole of cold. Temperatures down as low as minus 15.1 Celsius here. So winter is starting early, folks, and is this any kind of consequence to? Is this a kind of consequence, perhaps, to the increase in Arctic sea ice? And like I said in the previous couple of videos ago, that this could help speed up the process of cooling over the Arctic region, and increase the strength of the cold pool over the Arctic this upcoming autumn and winter. That, of course, remains to be seen. But there's a lot of interesting things going on at the moment. Of course, we had the hottest day since 1906 for September across Scotland. The temperature the following day was 18.8 Celsius at the very place that reached the 28.8 at Charter Hall in the border. So quite interesting, of course. Just kind of looking through my tweets, in fact, this morning, just to see if there's anything of interest and worth speaking about. Of course, we had Larry, we've got the cold over eastern Siberia. Former Hurricane Larry as well, by the way. A very interesting situation here. The system is going to pass very close to the southern portion of Greenland, and expected to drop, as you can see here, off severe weather Europe. Their Twitter feed expecting over 100 inches, or should I say, apologies, 100 centimeters of snow over the southern portion of Greenland here. So that is rather interesting indeed as well here. So there's still plenty going on. The weather pattern across the UK, let's face it, is pretty darn boring. It's pretty benign at the moment, actually. There's nothing particularly exciting to speak about. High pressure is largely in control, but we've got some pesky areas of low pressure coming in from the southwest. That's kind of just a fly in the ointment, really, of what is overall a rather quiet weather pattern. Temperatures are back closer to normal for the time of the year, maybe still slightly above normal. But you can see here that as I skip through the loop, the influence of Larry is going to be that it's going to kind of start to kind of kick the jet stream a little bit. We've got a feature kind of off the Iberian coast here that's kind of throwing weather systems our way. But as you notice here, we'll have a slight alteration towards the end of the week. Now let's go back to the current map, because I'm too far ahead, in fact. I do apologise about that. I typically have a look and see what I'm going to be talking about first before I actually do the video, and I've not changed the map back to the normal, back to the current period here. But you can see here, generally speaking, high pressure and control. We've got a system to the southwest of the UK that's bringing some fairly heavy rain to Wales, southern portions of England and the Midlands. But if you notice here that as we start to pass through the loop, you can see here that low pressure starts to gather more south of Iceland, and that is the influence of Larry here. It's starting to reshape the jet orientation, and what we're going to do is we're going to have glancing blows from the northwest into the British Isles here, as you can see. But high pressure is still in control here, folks. There's no doubt about that here. You can see here a fairly a little bit more energy to this system here, wind and rain to the northwestern half of the British Isles. That moves through, followed by another frontal system here. But on the whole, as you can see, the high lives on here. So through pretty much the remainder of this month, high pressure in control, but frontal systems will have influence on our weather, generally speaking here. Let's have a quick look at the GFS ensemble, the 500 millibar heights, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about with regards to high pressure still dominating the pattern. It's just not having, it's not giving way to low pressure really at all. So just bear with me a wee second here so I can show you this here. And we'll skip through this loop, and you can see here what's going on. That feature off Iberia, it's sending that little piece of energy, that smaller area of low pressure, up towards the Bristol Channel, and that is what's having influence on the weather down there today. But generally, look at this here. You can just see the kind of the the light reds and the reds kind of indicating, or oranges indicating, that just high pressure does not want to give in to the weather pattern here as we go forward, and that takes us out to the Monday the 20th of September here. So that's it for tonight. That's all I can say really. It's kind of in a slight boring situation at the moment, weather-wise here across the UK at least. But hang in there. Autumn has begun, meteorologically speaking, and I'm sure things will start to get interesting as we go forward here. Of course, lots of updates on the winter potential as well as we go forward. So keep it right here on YouTube. If you like the video, please hit like, and of course subscribe. To keep an eye on the latest videos as they come through. Also, of course, check out nflndweather.com as well for updates as well. So, hope you have a great Sunday ahead, and I'll be back in the next couple of days, as always, with more. Bye for now.